All right,
What?
we are back, folks. Listen, I have a question for the Arsenal fans here, the two here, and everyone worldwide. Are you guys winning the title? Yes or no? Straight up.
I'm gonna stick with my preseason prediction. I'm gonna say
Uh,
yes.
okay. So finally, shit, bro, you switched your answers and your moods in the past week, almost like the Toronto weather, bro. Like in and out, bro. Like what's going on, bro? Like at first it was like yes, and then it's no, and then it's back to yes, and then in the group it's after the City win, we're done, we're done. Yeah, for those at home who don't know, I had to deal with how many mood swings in the last week from this specific guy. I'd say more so CJ has been more so on the pessimist side consistently, but Mehrdad has been in and out. Yes, we're winning it. No, we're not. Yes, we're winning it. No, we're not. So now, right? I just want to know, are you going to maintain the same type of energy from now to the end of the season?
I promise you, I will maintain the same energy. And the
Okay.
thing is, at least we're in the conversation of things.
Yeah, that's great. That's
You
great.
can't
That's why you
even
guys are the.
beat three promoted teams saying that, oh,
Okay,
we're
you know
the
what?
FIFA Club World Champs. We've won every single trophy. You can't even beat Burnley at home. You can't even beat Sunderland. You can't even beat Leeds. And you're trying to talk to our level. Bro, there is some levels to it. There's some floor.
So what's the
The
difference?
building is
What's the
so
level?
tall that you can't even get to the top of it because you're still trying
What's
to build. You're still at the
you're
basement, bro. After spending $2 billion, you're still at the fucking basement.
your
What are
building
you
is finished?
talking about?
Your building is
What?
finished?
Yes, our building is finished, and at the very top, we're gonna
Oh,
have
it's
two
it,
trophies at the end of this year. What are you gonna have this year? You're gonna have zilch.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
bravo.
yeah. We
Bravo.
don't fucking
Finally
miss
he comes out to
empty
play.
nets. That's why you're fucking
Finally he
penalty
comes out
merchant.
to
That's all he
play.
can do. If it's not a penalty, he can't score. You know that. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I
Get
am
the
glad.
fuck
I am
out of
glad
here.
he is back.
Get the
I'm
fuck out
glad
of
you are
here.
back. Now I will say this. Because for those of us with not so much short-term memories, all we have to do is just listen to last week's podcast to truly see what was in the hearts of our co-host here, Mehrdad, right? And his sentiment he had towards his club, and frankly, his bleak future for his club.
Oh,
Um,
To be
100%. I
fair,
could
to be
be
fair,
tough on
Mehrdad
them.
said he said on the last podcast that Arsenal was still gonna win. To be fair,
and then what did he say in the group? In the group chat today? Sorry, no, yesterday.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I need VAR. I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there?
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
that's crazy because you gave a full-on reply. Damn, that's insane, bro. To
I
say
didn't
you're
see
not
it,
there
bro.
after you give a full-on reply to what was said, that's fine.
We didn't see it. I didn't see it. It's like the Man United kid that one of us
Th-
on this podcast had, right? It
That's
wasn't there.
fair.
Can't see it. You know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, right? It's all behind closed door. But I will say this, right? Keep it up. Keep the same energy, because I swear to you, bro, if you come back with that fucking damper mood, looking like Odegaard in the flesh, bro. Like
Who,
I
me?
will. No, I'm
Me?
talking to Mehrdad. I'm talking to
Oh,
Mehrdad. I'm talking because I said you've been consistent in terms of so you're good on that end. But with Mehrdad, bro, I've been dealing with ups and downs. Like I don't even know how to approach. Like how, you see what I'm saying? Like bro, like keep that, maintain that level, bro. If you truly believe in your club, like you said you do, right? You predicted them, then don't switch. Show us
You can,
all.
I mean, you can have a reaction. Two
Oh,
things can be true.
listen, that was more than a reaction,
Yeah,
bro.
but two things can be true. You're acting like two things can't be true. Two things can be true at the same time. That I can have a reaction towards Man City and them constantly doing what they do, and I can also have a reaction to Arsenal being like, okay, this is the
All
performance that I
right,
want to see.
all right, hold on.
Because if you go back to the recording that I had, I said, I know we're gonna win this game, but I want to see a performance, and that's in recording.
Okay, all right. So after the Oxtail post, on Facebook,
Yo,
right?
why are you outing my oxtail, bro? Let me
Real
just like
by Sasha, right? And I said, yo, this is what my soul needs. This is what my soul needs, right? Right after that, I mentioned we have a title race in caps, and right for the viewers at home, this was on the back of the City win yesterday, and right after that, I'm thinking, bro, Ox still, we're in a good mood, like it's a vibe. And then comes the title race is over. City will win. Title race is over. City will win.
That's fine.
Right? So this is what the reaction you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Right.
But what was my prediction?
And then right after that, oh, we're back in business. So what, when City won, did you think that you weren't going to do the job today?
Did I not think that we were going to do the job today? Yeah, there's some doubts after that performance against Wolves. You got to be realistic. After that performance against Wolves, yeah, of course, you're going to have some doubts.
Listen, I don't know what to do with this anymore, man. I'll just
I mean, you know what you can do with it? You can just stay in your own lane because you're nowhere near any of this. And you won't be near any of this for many years to come. So you can just check yourself and realize that, you're not sitting at the big boys table. You're sitting at the little kids table trying to fight for top 4. So,
And then that second trophy you said you're going to win, right? That's going to bring you to the table that we've been sitting at for quite a bit now.
What table is that? And definitely not mid-table. We're not talking about the past. We're talking about the present, right?
Because exactly
your only argument is constanding going backwards and going
No. If we're talking about the present, hold on.
There is no. We're talking about this season.
If we're talking about the present, right? We're talking
Conference League.
Hold on. Let me just get to the point, right? If we're talking about this season, there's currently a table that only we sit at in present time. All right, so just remember that. And in order to even get to the table that we sit at in present time, you have to get to the other table, the sub-table that gets you to the table that we are sitting at. All right,
so there's 2 levels. FIFA decided to change rules. You just think that you're special. I'm very happy for you.
It's 2 levels to this. So just remember that.
I'm very happy for you.
So Arsenal fans,
very happy for you.
Remember this.
It's just sad that you have nothing else fighting for you this season. That you just constantly got to go backwards and backwards. We're talking about the present. The saltiness coming out of your mouth today.
No salt.
It warms my fucking heart.
I hope it does.
You can't even beat a newly promoted team. That is sad. I feel sorry for you.
6 years, no trophy.
I feel sorry for you. That's actually a lie. We've actually won trophy. When was the last time that you guys won a trophy? The Premier League. When was the last time you guys won a trophy?
The FA Cup.
When was the last time you guys won the Prem?
The FA Cup, right?
When was the last time you guys won the Prem?
The FA Cup.
I'll wait.
No, wait. What was it that you got? Or was it the Qarabag Cup? I can't even remember, bro.
Okay, exactly. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Remember
when was the last time you guys won the Prem?
There's one world champion, baby.
When was the last time you guys won the Prem?
One world champion.
When was the last time you guys won the Prem?
And to be world champion, you got to be first European champions.
When was the last time you guys won the Prem?
Yeah,
when was the last time you guys won the Prem?
That's right. A bunch of Champions League virgins.
When was the last time you guys won the Prem? I'm waiting.
Champions League virgins, bro. That's crazy. The nerve.
I'm waiting.
The nerve to talk. You Champions League virgins. I swear to you. Listen, like CJ says, you gotta penetrate first. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta penetrate first. You Champions League virgins. You gotta.
When did I say that? Whoa, what are we talking about here, bro?
Everyone's just catching strays because Laurent's just livid right now. This is what did the fucking thing do? Oh my gosh, what's his name? Onana. Put it in the pocket and walk away.
Yeah,
can Chelsea do that after this weekend?
Wait, have you?
Can Chelsea do that after this weekend? Yes or no? Can Chelsea do that after this weekend? Yes or no? Simple question. Yes or no?
Your body is missing.
Yeah. Can Chelsea do that after this weekend?
Do what?
Yes or no? Talk about having 3 points.
We can talk about our championship.
We can talk about Cole Palmer missing another empty net. So when it's not a penalty, he cannot score. He's looking at the sky being like, damn, I really should move back to Manchester because Chelsea suck balls. Damn, come on, bro. You don't want this. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke. You do not want the smoke.
Your striker is fucking ass, bro.
So ass. You're absolutely right. He's terrible. He has touch. Yep. He's terrible. He has no touch. You're absolutely right. Bravo.
I never said he had.
Bravo. No. You're right. You're right. He's ass. Bravo.
I never said he had no touch.
Terrible. Absolutely.
But just remember, terrible. Right? There's one João Pedro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. You're right. Absolutely. You're right.
Just remember that.
Right. Terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
Leading in stats. All right. Just remember that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Bless. All right. Bless. Yeah. Club World Cup. Club World Cup. No. Comprendo.
No comprendo. No.
Champions League. Campeón.
No.
No,
Going
no,
backwards. They
no,
always going backwards. Wait, is
no.
yours gold? Is yours gold?
Club World Cup,
Is yours gold?
Club World Cup.
Is yours gold?
Uh,
Is yours gold?
see,
Ah, yours
see,
isn't gold. Yours,
see.
and the thing is, you were
But
involved in the
but did
competition and
but
you've
did you
never had a gold
see
one.
see?
You were involved in the competition and you've
Uh,
never had a gold one.
uh,
See, that's even worse. Being involved in a competition and not after cheating,
world champions,
buying
bro.
your way,
World
buying
champions,
championships and cheating your way with the
world
taxes
champions,
and the money, you still couldn't get a
world
gold
champions,
Premier League. That is sad. I feel
world
sorry
champions,
for you. At
world
least Man
champions,
City, when they cheated, they won 4 in a row. When Chelsea cheated, they
world
barely won 1 in a row. That's
champions,
fucking sad. That
world
is
champions,
sad.
champions of the world.
That's fine, bro. That's
It
fine.
is. It is. It's
That's fine.
spectacular, actually.
I'm
It's
so proud of you.
it's
I'm so
spectacular.
proud of you.
Ah, thank you, man.
So proud of you.
Thank you. You know what? I truly wish that I can say that I'm proud of you guys at the end of
No,
this season.
I don't want you to wish
I,
anything. I don't want you to wish
I
anything.
do,
All I wish for
because I'm
you
starting
is
to,
that you finally get a Chelsea kit.
because
That's what I wish for you.
it's starting to warm me the hearts and the plague, the tribulations of the Arsenal fans.
Oh,
It is almost like a pilgrimage at this point,
oh,
and yeah, like I
oh,
truly hope from the bottom of my heart that you
oh.
guys do
That's
lift
pretty shallow, but oh,
this Premier League title that you guys
oh
have been
my
chasing for the
god,
past 6 years with the same
oh
manager.
my god.
Um, yeah, no, truly, I I send you my deepest wishes on that. So
How you doing, CJ?
Uh, I'm good, man. I'm chilling. You know.
At least 2 of us were present at the Gathering Resto Bar. One was MIA.
I personally I never said I was gonna reach.
I'm just saying. I'm just stating facts.
Mm.
Stating facts. But you good, TJ? You good? You blessed?
Yeah, I'm blessed, bro. It's been a good day. You know, reminding our noisy neighbors that London is red, so that's always nice. Dust those guys out the way, and then on to the next.
Damn. Damn. Well, back again. Twice the brace. Twice the yo. I think Eze actually hates Spurs. Like genuinely, even when he was at Palace, he would always show up against Spurs. He has 1 goal in like 20 odd starts or something, and he has 5 goals and 2 starts against Spurs. Like stats don't lie. He hates Spurs. Um, I guess the saying "to dare is to door" is, there's a word missing in between that is not to door. His losing streak continues. He got sacked after losing 3 in a row, and this is number 4. And I don't know if you guys listened to his post match conference. He was already taking small shots at the board, and
What do you say?
one of the reporters essentially asked him, he's like, "Are you sure?" Because he said, I've never been in a situation like this where we have 13 players and there's like 11 or 12 injured." And then the reporter followed up and said, "Are you shocked that the board didn't do anything in January?" And he essentially said, he's like, "Oh, like it's too late to talk about things like that. That should have been handled already. I'm here to change." It's just like a backhanded comment. And he also said, bad habits need to change and things need to change. So it's like, dude, it's 1 game and you're already in shambles. Um, Spurs fans leaving at the 60th minute. TJ, I know we were watching this together. That was heartwarming.
Mm.
They wanted to get on their trains home and, get ready for the week to come, walk into the workplace and realize, oh shit, I can't say that I'm a Spurs fan. You know, there's only one other team this season that we've slapped up like that, and I think that's Leeds, right?
Yeah, yeah. In the
And
Premier
then
League, yeah,
and then it's Spurs.
yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. And Tudor is another secret Arsenal agent. He was talking about how great Arsenal are and we're the best team in Europe and that there's levels to this and Arsenal are way ahead of Spurs. So again, thank you, Thomas Frank. You inserted another Arsenal agent. Laurent, did you see that save by David Raya?
Oh, from the back heel of Richarlison?
Yep, that was rolling in.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's every keeper should fucking save that.
Sanchez saves that.
Every keeper should save that.
Sanchez saves that.
Every keeper, even at the Sunday League level. But you'd assume that you make it to a level like that the reflexes, right? Your keeper's not sleeping on the job, right? So
Mm,
yeah, I mean the ball's not going there with too much pace.
mm.
You reach that, you step that out of the way, right?
Okay. Um, I know I talked about this in the last pod and this pod. Like for me, the performance was one that I wanted to see coming off the Wolves and like Wolves game and seeing how Arteta spoke about like if you can't handle the pressure, go find a different job. For me, this was the performance that I wanted to see because he also made that comment in his post match conference as well. CJ, two questions for you. One, obviously your thoughts on the game, but the main one was did this performance give you confidence for the next? I'm not going to say the next 10 games, but does it give you confidence for the next, let's just say, 5 games?
Mm. I have an answer actually, but I do, if you don't mind, on a little bit of a plot twist. Can we get to Laurent's quick thoughts? Laurent, did you get to watch the full game?
Yeah, I did watch the game.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I want to know what you have to say, and I want to know if you have anything positive to say, because just hearing you out the back of Mehrdad's comments about David Raya and every keeper should save it. You're right, the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Um, that's the truth. That's fair. And then you mentioned in the group chat about your thoughts on the Gabrielle situation with Kolo Muani in the second half.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. Lately, sensing a little bit of sort of salty, negative energy from you. So I want to know if what you thought of the game and if you have anything positive to say about the Arsenal. Because similarly to Mehrdad, you calling him a flip-flop and what is it, the BDP that you said? BDP in the group chat?
Oh, yeah, yeah. As in
Yeah.
bipolar.
Oh yeah, okay, that. I want to know because you're kind of giving me a little bit of mixed signals at least at the moment. Last podcast you came on here sounded all sympathetic for us and said, I truly want you guys to go on and do it and win the league. And I remember at the end of that pod I said, no, you don't. Who are you kidding? No, you don't. Stop talking shit. Trying to play a little bit of reverse psychology you are. So I can't tell if you're actually happy for us and you want us to win or you don't. So based on some of your comments today, your little slide digs and your a little bit of sounding salty, like I'm not sure where you're at. So I want to know if you have anything positive to say about the game and your immediate reactions. If you liked what you saw, if you thought it was a good performance from Arsenal, tell us what you think.
No, I thought it was a good performance. Definitely a good way to open the game. After the goal was scored, again, that's why I messaged you guys in the group, right? You know what I messaged in the group after that goal was scored. I told you guys to wake the fuck up. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And funny enough, even after the goal was scored, you can see all your comrades huddling, reminding each other, "Hey boys, like let's settle down, right? We still gotta lock in." Just for the whistle to blow and for you guys to concede like that. So, yeah, no, it's like I wanted to see some good football, right? A good game, and unfortunately, right? When you're saying well, you're pointing the finger at always one player. I don't think what Gabriel did there was some good football. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I do take an issue. And fair enough, you guys want to say, well, it's part of the game. Even my players are doing that. Personally, right? Next time I see it, I will condemn it because again, I guess yeah, there's a certain strategy to play to the ref, right? To the whistle to get the call, but I find it a bit distasteful if I'm being completely honest. Um, and especially for a situation like that, like I said, man, two hands, no motion to even push. He probably just using him as balance or as reference as it goes in contact sports, right? You do that with players, and he kind of just like backed off, right? Because he noticed that the ball was gonna go over, and then out of that, oh, he pushed him, right? He dives, he sells it, and then the call is blown, right? And then he put the ball in the back of the net. A lot of people thought that was a goal. That's 2-2 at that point. You see what I'm saying? So it's things like that. But apart from that, um, after that goal was disallowed, you guys ended up finding the net. I will say this. That I think it was their second goal with the pass. I don't know who it came from on the right side
Timber
of the.
for
Yes, yes, yes. For
Gyökeres'
Tim.
goal.
Oh my gosh, bro. The positioning on their center defensive mids was fucking horrid, horrid. Absolutely, like you. It, and it's sad to see. Like, did you see how they were how their center or whoever their center defensive mid was? Because I
Hmm.
don't know if they played with two or one. Um, but that was bad, bro. Like the fact that that ball even made it there with no one to intercept. It just shows for one, I think a team that just, I guess, right, new manager, they weren't structured well enough, and yeah, you guys scored from there. And this
Good
time,
goal.
huh?
Good goal.
Yeah, no, it was a solid goal, right? It was a solid goal. And I mean, I like how you want to make sure that your boy gets credit, all credit to him,
I
right?
don't know. Like I said, so far I'm hearing like the things that you talked about with regards to this game was the Gabrielle thing and then poor
Uh-huh.
defending from them. So I'm still waiting to hear some sort of positivity and praise from our side. I'm just curious. But
Yeah,
it's
well,
interesting that's how
even
you started off with.
before that, I did say, right, you guys did open well.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, do you want me to start decorating all your movement on the pitch? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I'm
what do you,
asking you for an analysis.
huh?
I'm
Yeah,
asking you
yeah. I
for
mean,
an analysis.
yeah, no, which I'm giving, right? Um, I think more so in contrast to the last game, you guys did well this time, right? To maintain the lead and to kill the game off, right? So these are positive things for sure, right? So it was the required result in your case, more so with how the score line turned out to be. I do think it allowed for even more room for excitement, right? That was given to the fans, and yeah, job done. But is job finished? Job's not finished. So, right, I think you guys will do well, right? You and for the other guy in the back to remember that because job is far from being finished. So let's just, right, remain level and keep playing the same game. Keep playing the same game. So, and I do think that now, even I think what Mehrdad asked you in regards to if this win builds confidence for the next 5 games.
Hmm.
Um, I do think that at this point, it is crucial, right? That you guys do not make any more mistakes, um, because bad result, given the fact that it looks like City could right keep going with the similar performance that they're having, would put you guys at a serious disadvantage. So yeah, no room for complacency.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. I think overall, I mean, yeah, if we're talking about my thoughts on it, no, I think yeah, of course you're torn between not getting carried away and also you you have to give praise where praise is due, right? Because all we hear obviously after last game is the narrative of the bottle tag, and again rightfully so. Um, but then when you see performances in games like this and we win, again, the praise should be just as loud, rightfully so, because in a title race, right, when you come off poor results like the one we just did, like it's not easy to go to your main rivals who want nothing more than to dent your hopes in winning the league further. Um, make the atmosphere what it is, a cauldron atmosphere, an intense, hostile environment for the players to go and deal with, and they dealt with it accordingly. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
they dealt with it really really well. So all that talking was backed because we heard the likes of the manager and Declan Rice, doing interviews, pre-match interviews and stuff, and saying all the right things. But I think it was delivered on the pitch. They actually backed the chat, which is what you like to see. Um, for me, I think obviously watching it together, Mehrdad, like there's a couple things I wanted to pinpoint in individually. And when I did the player ratings, the match reaction player ratings that I dropped on the channel, go check it out if you haven't already. I mentioned that the big signings came through. And by the big signings specifically, we're talking about in our case, Gyökeres and Eze, right? When you spend the money that you do on these type of players, you need moments like these in big games to help the team get over the line or react or push us forward. And again, this is what you sign big players for big matches. And I don't care what anyone says. We know Spurs are dog shit, but a North London derby, again, away from home, off the back of a bad
Hmm.
result, is difficult to deal with, and that's a tough game for any opponent, um, who's going into a derby match. Because as they say, form goes out the window. It's more so all about the passion and who's going to get the result on the day. We can be separated in the table where we are, but this is football, this is the Premier League, this is a derby. So I think the boys dealt with the occasion really well, and our big players stepped up in a big game in big moments, and that's what you sign these players for. And I think guys like Gyökeres, like I said, well, both Gyökeres and Eze, but for me, Eze just edged it for man of the match, in my opinion. Um, I like the stuff that he was doing in this game, not even just the goals, but his overall play. He was getting on the ball more, especially in the second half. And we were kind
Yeah.
of disappointed that Eze came off in the second half because he was looking like he had his tail up, right? Every time we broke, right? Because at that point when we were taking the lead, Spurs obviously had to come out a little bit more and press forward. So every time they would turn the ball over, Eze would
Was
get the
it?
ball a lot and
Yeah.
drive through midfield. And it looked like we were going to score almost every time because he was looking to combine with Saka. He was looking to combine with Gyökeres and Trossard. There's a couple times, again, a confident Eze is a completely different Eze, right? We saw on that left one time. I don't know if you guys remember in the second half where he gets the ball in the left wing, and then
Mm.
João Paulinho, I think his name is Paulinho, comes
Yep.
running at him.
And he
Eze
just
megs
dinks
it,
it past them.
just you know, straight meg, straight salad as we call it back in Jamaica, and he's away. You know what I mean? And that's stuff that we haven't seen like from Eze since probably the last derby, to be honest with you. Just playing with that freedom, that flair, that confidence. Every time he gets the ball, he's gonna beat his man. He's gonna, look to go forward. And for me, like you keep him in the team now, right? Like he's the confidence player. He's the kind of guy as a manager you wrap your arm around and show that you have the confidence in. And for me, he's
Hmm.
got to stay in the team now, right? For the next game for Chelsea at home. And I think, you keep guys like that in the team. You don't just take them out now. Don't take them out of the firing line, right? When the iron's hot or when they got the ball in basketball terms, right? They say the rock is hot. You keep feeding him and keep him in the team. And so I would love to, I don't want to see him come out the team next game. I think he should stay. He deserves his place. And I was so happy, personally, on a personal level, I'm really happy for him because he deserves that. He's had a rough time of late. But clearly something about the derby, something about Spurs he just enjoys. And he balled out today. He
He
definitely balled. I think the
it
first
ate
goal specifically
Spurs.
too, I loved both goals. But the first goal, again, like the way he took it, it's pretty trademark of him. The first touch, and then maybe not necessarily, he meant it per se, but the way it just bounced up for him with a backspin, and then he just kind of volleyed it. That's class. That's what Eze is capable of. And I want to see more of that going forward. But he was having fun out there. I mean, after the second goal, he, man was breakdancing, bro. You know what I mean? Like the man was having fun out there. You love to see it. Um, I'll send it to you guys. He actually posted something on his Instagram. I don't know if you guys, anybody who knows Booker T from the WWE, the man
Yep.
did like a little Booker T celebration and posted it on his Instagram. It was pretty funny to see. But yeah, man, a confident Eze is good news for us. It's really good news for us. And I wanted to call him out directly. And the second guy I want to call out again is another one of our big money signings. Um, Victor Gyökeres, right? Guy who's taking a lot of stick, a lot of criticism. Um, I've
From
said my
Mr. Piana as well.
yeah from yep, and then not just him. Many out there are critical of him. Um, and I've always said, and I maintain this, man, like he's not the best footballer, right? He's not the most prettiest footballer that you're gonna go watch when you watch cage football or street football. That's not what he is. He's an out and out number nine, flat track bully goal scorer. And the one thing that he can do, if you give him a chance, is put the ball in the back of the net. His conversion rate, right? I think we're learning, and Arteta said it, but he mostly said it about Eze after the post game press conference. To be fair, but I think it should be reign true for all of his players. He's understanding how to get the best out of Eze, and in turn, I'm hoping now that means he's starting to understand how to get the best out of Gyökeres. You need to feed him
Mhm.
more, right? The chances, like his conversion rate, I'd love to see his actual conversion rate in terms of shots to goals, because more often than not, when he does get chances, Gyökeres, it
He's
looks like
scoring.
he's scoring more times. You know what I mean? He is clinical. There's absolutely no doubt about it. You can't make these numbers up over the last few years. He's clinical when he gets the chances. So we need to start creating more for him. And there was a moment in the first half, and I said it to you, Mehrdad, when it's classic Gyökeres that we've seen from over the last couple of years, where he picks the ball in the first half. He picks the ball up in the left channel, cuts in, and then takes a shot that drives low and hard just past the keeper, but also just past Vicario's post, if you remember,
Yep.
in the first half. I don't know if you remember that, Laurent, if you watched the whole game.
Yep. Yep. I remember that.
Just past the post, low and
Yep.
hard in the bottom corner, and it literally skimmed past the post. And from that moment, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, he looks like he's on it today. Like he looks like he's feeling it. I just can tell in that moment that he looked like he was having a good game. And for me, I want to say this loud and clear. For me, Gyökeres, it's never been a confidence issue. And this is why I praise him for games like today. It's never been a mentality and a confidence issue for him. It's more so a quality issue, adapting to the league and adapting to our style of play, and vice versa. But he is, for me, I think he's clearly a confident guy, and he clearly has the mentality. Because to go into an atmosphere in a game like this, um, and sort of step up and perform the way he did. You know what I mean? Like he just looked on it, and I think he relishes big games, and I think he enjoys big games, and he enjoys these sort of hostile environments and backs against the wall and people doubting him and whatnot. I don't think, when we talk about lack of mentality in this team, and it wouldn't necessarily come from him. I don't think at all. I think he
No.
has mentality, and I think he has character. I mean, the guy came to the club, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and took the number 14, the Thierry Henry 14, and said, "I want that number. I'll take that." You know what I mean? Like, so he clearly has the confidence in
Hmm.
himself. So I just feel like if we can start feeding him more and start creating the chances that he needs, um, I think that's exactly what we're looking for, to be honest with you. And I'm so again, another guy I'm happy for. That's 2 goals in a big game. Um, and that's my analysis on it. And now a little bit of the banter is that, we're talking about a guy who, again, Laurent criticized him, you know, rightfully so. The world criticizes him, but that finish, that's why I asked you specifically about the finish. That wasn't no tap in. Funny enough, when you sent Mehrdad the clip of João Pedro's goal yesterday, I actually didn't see João Pedro's goal until like uh 5 minutes before we started recording. So I watched the highlights, and people like yourself would laugh at those kind of goals, and that's kind of traditionally and typically the Gyökeres kind of goal, right? Little tap in, rolls off of your, I don't know, your left thigh, and somehow goes in the back of the net, tap in front of the goal. I'm not going to poo-poo those goals because as a striker, you got to be in those positions. But funny enough, with the message that you sent Mehrdad in the chat yesterday, you would think that João Pedro scored the goal that Gyökeres scored today. You know what I mean? And the goals that Gyökeres has been typically scoring since he's come to the club are, yes, the tap ins, and yes, the you're 6, or you're in the 6 yard box and you put the ball in the back of the net. You got to be there. Today we saw that's a proper finish. That's a striker's finish. That's touch out of your body, bang, hit it. Keeper has no chance. Whip into the back of the net. Um, so I was pleased that he scores that kind of goal, showing that variety to his game. And obviously, we know he's got that in his bag if he gets the chances. You know what I mean? So I'm pleased of the type of goals that he scored today. The second one included. I mean, he was involved in the link-up play for Eze's goal.
Yep.
Sorry, Eze's second goal between him, Saka, and Eze. They combined it well for that third goal. So look, man. Overall, I'm pleased. I'm pleased, and we need to see it rolling on going forward. And yes, I'm not going to get too carried away. It's one game in isolation, but it's a derby. It was a lot of narrative behind it. It's a big game, and we roll on to next week. And yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy, and then I think, yeah, next week is obviously is another big one. Um, but look, man, that's what my striker is doing. I'm happy. No tap-ins. Like a certain man, my striker is busting that outside the 18-yard box. You know,
Ah,
Against Burnley.
And next week, he's coming for your clot as
this
well,
is
bro. So just
crazy,
make
bro.
sure you guys are ready because my striker is coming for your clot next week, bro. You know what I
All
mean?
right. Send him and Booker T, bro. We'll deal with them. Tag team match that, bro. Like,
Who, Fofana?
huh?
Oh, he's not playing. Oh, who's next? Chalaba. Who's playing beside
Ma
Chalaba? Tosin.
Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr. Bring it, yo. The
I'm
fact that
amped, bro.
we,
I'm amped,
yeah,
man.
I am. I am. I'm actually
Mamadou
excited.
who?
Mamadou Sarr.
Mamadou what? Mamadou getting roasted.
Yo, just wait. Just
Are
wait.
you gonna are you gonna keep the? I mean, well, you have to keep the prediction now, but I
Yeah, yeah.
remember I asked you
I'm
if
gonna keep my prediction.
I remember if I
Trust me.
asked you if, regardless of the result, because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
actually
yeah.
all expected a Chelsea win, regardless of the result,
Yeah.
does your confidence? I know you. Well, you can't change the result
No.
because we said it's locked in, but does your confidence
No,
change, and
I,
and you
I don't.
still think you're getting 3 points against us?
I don't have. First of all, I just want to say clear. I do not have BPD. That's the first thing. So to answer your question here, my confidence is just the same. And yeah, my prediction stays. My prediction stays. And it will be a good game. It will be a good game. And I do think you guys are not allowed to get anything less than 3 points.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You can put me down as well, actually, from now. I think that Arsenal's going to win the game, and I think Mehrdad, you said the same. So since we all have our predictions for that one, I mean that's for the next podcast, but
Mm,
we're all kind of backing our sides clearly on this one. So
okay. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Well, sorry. Just before I mean, it's good to see you for one, CJ, as well, that you yourself aren't too shaky with the prediction this week, because if memory serves me right, I think you'd have to credit Mehrdad for you even having a point from this result this week, because you weren't looking too convinced last week. So yeah,
no, but I came to my senses. I came to my senses.
yeah, with the help of Mehrdad, right? You know,
No, I'll credit him for the assist, but at the end of the day, right, the decision was my own. So nice try.
listen, whatever you
I mean,
say.
we all got screwed over by Chelsea.
What? Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Listen, and Laurent's gonna get screwed over by Chelsea again next week. I'm done putting my stocks in your club, bro. You guys are fucking a letdown, man.
All right. Well, we'll
Another
see.
red card, another, missed empty nets, another game where Chelsea can't beat a promoted side.
Two of those under Liam. I want to point that out as I
Yeah.
dropped
So
yesterday,
what's
but
going on, Laurent?
Oh, we're there
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, we're there. We are there, my friend. Give us your
Hmm.
breakdown of the game.
Good game. Good game from us.
was it?
Are you gonna let
No,
me give the
no,
breakdown, or are you
yeah,
gonna try to
yeah,
break
no,
me down every time I say a
no,
sentence?
no, no, no. It's all. I didn't say anything.
No, I wanted to know. I'm just clearly, yeah, that one. I think you started off on the wrong note there. Was it a good game? Really?
Yeah, good game from us up until that's what I was gonna say next, by the way. Right? Up until the red card. Um, yeah, I thought we played well. Again, I think with this manager, what we are seeing is the chances created, right? The fact that we can get into the opponent's box nearly at will. And now it's really just a matter of our forward players being able to keep their nerves about them. But apart from that, I got no complaints. Again, it's the disciplinary issues that obviously even under Maresca's time have shown to have been a detriment to our results. Um, but up to that point, right, we play as we do. He stays on the pitch, right? It's a 3 points. So now I think it's time for Liam, right, to kind of, and he did mention that actually in one of his pressers, right? And, being able to lean in and trust some players. And I think that's what he's going to have to figure out going forward, right? Because it does seem like a lot of players are being liabilities at the moment.
Mm.
And yeah, it's not good at all.
And I know we did this with the Arsenal and Man City, but I'm just looking because I know Liam had a very good initial run aside from the two losses against Arsenal. The third one is loading. Um, After that, you guys visit Villa Park. You guys go to Wrexham for the FA Cup. You guys host Newcastle. You guys go to Everton's new stadium. You guys host City, then United. Then you go to the Amex. Then you host Forest, who are fighting for their lives. Then you go to Anfield. Then you host Spurs. And the last game is at Sunderland. The last like 10, 11 games, and that's not including what's going to happen in Champions League. And I would assume um, you guys maybe get out of the first round, round of 16, maybe get into the quarters if you're lucky. But I think depending on who the competition is, you guys may be one and done. Are you confident that that run of form that Liam had prior to this game is going to continue? Because to be honest with you, I didn't ask this prior to this game, but looking at the run of games that you guys have just in the Prem alone, this for me was like a sure 3 points. But like banter aside, I'm just looking like where else you got like the Man City game. I can see you guys dropping points. The United game, I can see you dropping points. Anfield, Sunderland, and you guys are fighting for top four. So do you think Liam can bounce back from this game?
No, I mean, yeah, no, I have full faith in the guy, right? I am a Liam shooter, as they would dub us on this side of town. But I think now it's more so the question is, do I trust the players to deliver? And in terms of Liam setting us up tactically and all of that, I have no doubt. But it just comes down to the players. Um,
Can I
because
ask you a
if
question regarding that? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
mm,
Can I ask you a question before I forget about this?
mm,
You say it comes down to the players.
mhm.
Yeah, you're always the one boasting, being like, "Oh, we won the Club World Cup, we won this." You know, you guys spent $2 billion, and you're still saying, "Do you trust the players?"
I think it's valid. I mean, bro, how many red cards this season alone? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but my well, what I'm alluding to more is like, is this i- i- is this a talent ID issue from the higher up? Because again, it's not Liam's fault. It's not Enzo Maresca's fault. Because again, they're coaches. They're not managers. They don't have a say from the looks of it at Chelsea. So do you think it's a talent ID issue from your board? Or like where do you think the issue is? Because you guys have spent like again, I'm not just trying to say it to rub it in your face. You guys have spent $2 billion on players. And then you're saying that you don't trust the players. How much more money do you have to spend to trust the players, or do you think it's a talent ID issue?
well, I mean,
Again, I'm not trying to banter you. I'm asking a genuine question
well,
because you
one,
guys have a lot of stars on the team.
yes, I mean, like, that aside, do I think we have the capable skill set in the players, to conjure up, um, like a good run of form, or even right, perform well in the Champions League and in the FA Cup and the other things we're involved in? Yes, that I believe. Uh, for one, right? Again, when we won the Club World Cup, it's pretty much when you beat the best team. Was it PSG in the finals? Relatively the same set of players. But now what I'm seeing in terms of trust, it's more so there's a disciplinary trust issue, right? That skill set aside, because you can be gifted as much as you want, right? But also, if it comes down to sometimes poor decision making in times, and those could be crucial mistakes. So that's where, for me, I'm a bit worried. And then I will say this: what I have noticed as of recently, and I'm gonna point out one of my own, right? Because unlike what CJ says, I actually do call it out when I see it, right? Even in my own ranks. Um, our man Cole Palmer, in that game versus Burnley, we have noticed it in early games before, but post injury, right? Since he's come back, he has not looked as sharp. He has not been as sharp. Many times, in on attack, right? Just sloppy play from him. Sloppy play. Even against Burnley, chances to make it 2-0, right? And it's just lack of focus, lack of a good pass, or not the best decision making. And from a guy like him, right, you expect a lot more. So I think that's also where a bit of my trust fades with some, because I don't know if they have that focus at the moment,
Hmm.
that is required, right, to be able to produce the result. But skill set aside, right, I think we have talented players, 100%. But
I would agree.
yeah, it's just for me, somehow the manager has to figure out how to get these guys to focus, right, on the defensive side, the disciplinary side, and on the attacking side to convert those chances, right, then to punish teams when it's time to punish. So yeah,
Hmm.
so
I have a question as well.
mm,
And there's a little bit of banter sprinkled in this, as usual, because we like to
Jesus
add
Christ.
the entertainment factor.
See, I was being nice, Laurent. I said no banter. Just,
No, mine
just,
mine
just
has a bit of banter for sure.
Yeah, I'm noticing, CJ, sorry, before you even pose your question, bro, I'm noticing this is the probably in quite a while where I've seen that you're even willing to sprinkle whatever banter dust you've like collected on your way to the gatherings there. But good for you, man. Good for you. I can tell you're happy with today's result. I'm happy for you guys too, as well. Again, I want to see a tight race, right? So I just want to get that clear because I know you mentioned my saltiness, whether if I'm being wishy-washy. I want to see a good end of this league, and I do hope, funny enough, that this league is probably decided at the Etihad. I would hope for that because that's like a main event in itself. So yeah, if it means you guys keep winning, by all means, man, by all
like
means.
main event, like SmackDown,
I was gonna say WrestleMania probably, but
WrestleMania. Yo, let's go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Mm.
yeah, sorry, yeah. Your question though?
No, I was gonna ask because you know, anyone who knows Laurent and who's known him so far after listening to us knows that he likes to have some very wild takes. And sometimes we're not sure if he means them or if he's bantering or if he's trying to take the piss or like. So I got to question you on the logic behind some of your takes. And in this case, we're jumping the gun a little bit because we have another podcast before the Arsenal Chelsea game. But I am actually curious to know specifically why you think, especially now, it's a good time to ask you after the back of another poor result at home to a relegated side, what made you think prior to and now post that game, what makes you think that you're actually going to come to the Emirates and get the 3 points? Again, asking logically to give like a proper informative answer. Like I'm just curious to know what makes you think you're going to win that game and why and how.
No, that's good. That's a good question. I mean, like I said, in terms of the attack, it keeps getting better. In my opinion, right? Obviously, I did mention um the points of the lack of focus, right? That prevents us from converting those chances when you're in the box, right? And being able to make those slight decisions, which I think again is it has to improve with time. When you have familiarity with the players or with where they're going to be positioned on the pitch, right? And things become cohesive. I think that's naturally going to allow for confidence to flow, and for those chances to be put away. But mainly, I think going back to the first game with Maresca that was via you guys, I do see the attack patterns getting a lot better. It's not the same Chelsea under Maresca. You can argue that Maresca team probably had a bit more control to the game, to rate that maybe we don't have under Liam yet, given his time. But in terms of the offensive patterns, they're showing. They and with this again the skillful players that we do have, it's going to allow us to create a lot more chances when we face you guys. And again, I am factoring your defensive abilities, but I do see us playing a lot better, even the play out from the back. And again, right, you look at the last two results. It truly comes down to like the fine details of mistakes that I think it's a certain complacency. And what I've noticed too, um, I do feel like it's the opposition. So that's why even with you guys, I cannot see us not being focused all the way, right? Given sometimes you do play to the level of the opposition, right? In certain
hmm
instances. So yeah, so factored with that, right? That I can see our players being focused from 0 to the 90. Surely Esteval, right, is gonna have a go at it. Uh, yeah, Pedro, right? Santos, Caicedo in the holding position are looking fantastic. So I think they're gonna make it very hard for you guys to bypass that. And then now we have also Latvia, potentially, and then Sar. From what I've seen, even in his Strasbourg days, and to what we've seen thus far in terms of even his distribution in that position, right? I think he's going to be a key player, right? And he did play feature in the AFCON as well. So yeah, we did get to see him there. Um, in addition to that, and I think yeah, like in terms of the back line, we're good. So all of those factors at hand to me um, gives me the confidence that we can actually pull in a result um, at the Emirates, right? If we do come to play, and no, it is not going to be the same playing style that you guys did see in the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. There's no way because if he does do that, bro, I'm telling you, he will be lynched by the end of the game. So four in the back, and it's from the whistle, right? It's go go go.
I'd be curious to know actually if he is gonna play. I wonder if he is gonna be brave and play four at the back, or if he's gonna revert
No,
to.
there's no way, bro. There's absolutely no way.
Mm.
It just you can see it why he did it then. Maybe I think okay, he's thinking okay, it's the semifinals, right? Um, you know what I mean? Like, but with this, no, no, I don't think the stakes are at that point where he, right? Like, go out and like trust your team, man.
Mm.
Well, a manager that trusted his team, Brighton, just a little friendly jab. They showed Arsenal how to beat Brentford. Dominated
Yeah.
Brentford at home, 2-0. Um, real talking point. I don't know if you guys knew this stat. James Milner surpasses Gareth Barry
Hmm.
for the most appearances in the Premier League, 654.
That's big.
That is huge. James Milner, there's not an ounce of hate that I have towards the man. The fact I think at the Liverpool days he would always finish first in their fitness tests as well. That he's a true
Mm,
professional.
yeah, I heard about that.
Uh, so well done, James Milner. Aston Villa fully cemented themselves into a top four race, dropping more points at home against Leeds this time, 1-1. Do you think the drop off is due to lack of depth or just priorities have changed for Villa? Because they have an opportunity, in my opinion, I think they're the favorites to win Europa.
Mm.
What would you two say?
What was the question specifically?
Like, why do you think their priorities change that they're slipping in these type of games? Like, do you think it's because their priorities have changed to kind of prepare for Europa or
No.
what? Because this type of game, you see Villa put away.
Yeah, no, I don't think their priorities would have changed yet. I mean, when they were in the thick of the title race, aka not too long ago, a few weeks ago, when they would like, be, I don't know, 3, 4 points behind, or even when they had a chance to close the gap on Arsenal when Arsenal slipped up, they didn't, right? We've seen them, over the last few weeks. This isn't just yesterday. We've seen them over the last few weeks when they were well and truly in the race mathematically, so everyone thought they didn't take chances to capitalize to keep up with the likes of Arsenal and City. So this has been happening for them for a good while now, and I don't think it's a case of them switching priorities yet because again they need to be careful. I mean they need to now make sure that they stay in the Champions League spot. So every game in the Premier League they're going to try and maximize points, whether it's to be in a Premier League title race or whether it's to be in a Champions League dogfight, which they find themselves in now, in my opinion. So it's not a case of switching focus or being complacent in the Prem. I just think that yeah, as we've seen many times over the past, this is sort of that period of the season where with all due respect, those teams outside of that traditional top six of the big clubs tend to tail off and can't necessarily keep up and fight on all fronts and so on and so forth.
Would you agree, Laurent?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree because even when I look at the lineup, um, yeah, and I don't
Strong
think,
enough, right, to get the
yeah,
job done.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it definitely was a strong lineup. Um, and I mean, I didn't see the game. Hold on, I'm trying to see who even had who scored first.
Leeds did.
Was
It was actually a beautiful free kick.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, but what's interesting because I know usually last season during this time, that's when Aston Villa actually did pick up form, right?
Yeah.
Because and he pulled the same maneuver I think this season, right? Where he brought in a few new players, right?
Yeah.
Attacking options and whatnot. But I do think it's just the fact that yeah, they're just not able to compete, right? And yeah, I mean it's a long season, and like CJ said, right outside of the top six, usually around this period, those teams do seem to tail off. Um, but yeah, no, I think with like you said, right? this loss, or sorry, this draw, it did cement them into a fourth place or top four finish, as opposed to now going for the title. And I mean, they still have Europa to
Yeah.
compete in as well, right? So
I mean, they're 6 points ahead of Chelsea and United, and depending if United win tomorrow, um, United will be 3 points. So they still have a little bit of a breathing room, but
What's
not
the
a
points
lot.
gap with them in Liverpool?
6 points. So they're 6 points ahead of Chelsea, United, Liverpool. Depending on how United does, it could be 3 points.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think this has been confirmed yet, but like England isn't necessarily guaranteed to get five places for Champions League this year, right? Like
Not
that's not
guaranteed.
like set in stone, right?
No.
but if one English team wins, I do think I swear
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. It drops. Yeah. West Ham, they must be kicking themselves because they had an opportunity to go even on points with Forest, because Forest lost to Liverpool in the 98th minute, um, drawing 0-0 at home against Bournemouth. I mean, it's not a bad result. They're 2 points away from Forest and 4 points away from Spurs, so they are dragging Spurs and Forest into a very interesting title race. But if West Ham had won, that would have been 2 points, and there would have been a world where we could have seen Spurs in 18th place. So, um, yeah, let's see
I,
what
they have a
happens.
they have a tough run of games coming up too, I think Spurs. I don't know.
Spurs,
What do
yes,
you
they
think?
do. They do.
So funny enough, we were ruling them out of this relegation battle.
I'm
Maybe
not.
yeah, maybe it's just me.
I'm not.
Maybe it's just me.
I asked it when Thomas Frank was here, and you guys are like, no, no, there's it's impossible. No, no, no. Spurs, they go to Craven Cottage next week. Week after that, they host Crystal Palace, and Strand Larson is in form. And then they go to Anfield, and in between that, they're gonna have Champions League. Then they host Forest, who are fighting for their lives. Then they go to Sunderland. Then they host Brighton. Like each game is tough. They go to Wolves. They go to Villa Park.
I
They
think first
host.
thing for them is they need players back, man. Because I mean, the three of us watched the game today. How bad do they look, man? They look horrible. Like when we
They
were
look
1-1 at
horrid.
halftime, I was saying to you guys, man, this Spurs team sucks. Like if we were to get anything other than the 3 points, it would be a disaster
Shambolic.
because they're not a good team at the moment.
No.
They look horrible, lost of ideas, and so
And
I
I
mean,
think I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, man. I feel like there's a managerial aspect to it. And plus, one at that five in the back, I don't even think works is a suitable
For
system for them.
Spurs,
Yeah, no, I don't see it. I don't think they have the ability to play that system.
You say managerial aspect, but like how many managers have they run through, and like nothing works for that club. You know, like
But
the fans will tell you like the Spurs fans and the Spurs mates that I talk to, and so they'll tell you that it's the ownership. It's not even a management issue. It's the ownership. It's a lack of investment and proper sort of care for the club above the
Jose,
manager.
Conte, like Postecoglou, who
Yeah,
he's the
even
only one
Ange.
who
Yeah,
won. He's
yeah.
the only one who won, right? Like,
So I think their issues are above any manager, in my opinion.
yeah. Man City, they put the pressure on thanks to a brace from Nico O'Reilly, beat Newcastle 2-1 at home. Um, yeah, I mean, I was worried after watching that game. I was worried the way that they celebrated and the way that they were playing that game and they were going on the front foot. Like you can tell that they want this. Um, and I think when CJ had messaged you, I think for me the big thing was just seeing Erling Haaland defend. I've
mm,
seen him defend, but there
mm,
was one play where he was the main person clearing the ball, and then he got a
mm,
foul from it. That is what I wanted to see from us today, and that's what I saw, and that's why you call it BPD, I call it. I got the performance that I needed to see.
it's still
Right?
BBD, but you-
I got the performance I wanted to see. You can call it whatever you want to call it. We're in this. I need to look. I think it's 16 points. So you're mathematically.
Keep
Um,
looking, bro. Keep looking, bro.
but
You look long enough, and you'll find what you're looking for.
but I think Holland is that play was I don't know why you're laughing, bro.
Cause I mean, listen, I told you, bro. Like I'm in a good mood, bro. I believe in my manager. I believe in my club. You know, so these results, I
You
don't take
believed
it.
in your manager and your club so much that one of them got sacked, and you thought you guys were gonna be Centurion and
Yeah, and look, I'm still smiling, bro.
mm,
You know,
mm,
because
mm.
that's what being a blues does to you. You know, to your soul. You know, it's like
To your
oxtail and
soul.
yeah, it's like oxtail and fries, bro. With
Bro, listen, the
yeah,
oxtail and fries is something that I've been craving, bro. Oxtail is goaded. Like proper oxtail is goaded. I
no,
don't
you're
know
right.
why you guys are laughing. Oxtail is
No, he's right.
fucking lit,
Yeah, he's
you
right. For
know?
those of you who've never had that, who've never tried oxtail, actually,
You're missing out.
yeah, go out and
You're
try it for real.
fucking missing out. Or like a proper like, like fucking jerk chicken, rice and peas. Oh my god, I've been dying. I've been dying for it. I gotta go to Scarborough. I gotta go to Scarborough and grab some. Fucking dying for that, man. Um, a result that I didn't see coming, CJ. Sunderland lost again at home.
Mm.
Mhm.
This time 3-1 to the hands of Fulham. Fall from grace for Sunderland, eh? They were in a European spot race, like for Conference League, and now they're what, sitting 13th or 12th?
Mm.
Kind of,
When they start dropping form, was it due to AFCON and like a lot of the players going, or
no, when they came back from AFCON and their drop in form started when Xhaka was injured.
ah?
As soon as Xhaka was out of the team, that's when their form dropped. Yeah. Um, Palace, they took advantage of a red card. They beat Wolves at Selhurst. Strand Larson looks really good, man. Like change of scenery under Oliver Glasner. My only worry is like what's gonna happen when Glasner leaves. Like, is he still gonna look the same? Are they gonna still play him the same? Are they gonna still give him that same outlet? But he looks good.
I
Looks
mean,
quite good.
you guys, you guys hear what Oliver Glasser said?
No, what?
Dude, if a man ever wanted to like lose his job, bro, you just gotta,
Hold on,
just
I
gotta.
gotta search this.
He's like, I don't think I'm good enough.
I'm just not good
Like
enough right now.
self-sabotage?
If self sabotage was a person, I swear to you, this guy just like, I just don't think I'm good enough. Like he's doing everything to get the
He just doesn't want to be there no more.
yeah.
Glasner on fans demanding his sacking. Stay humble. Never forget where you're coming from. I think if you are so critical in this situation are not humble anymore, forget where you are coming from, and usually in life you are punished for this.
Hmm.
I'm just reading it on Reddit. Someone commented, "This sounds like be careful what you wish for."
Yeah,
I
no, but I
mean,
hope. Go on.
sorry, I was gonna say. I mean, I early prediction for next season's relegation team. I would say Crystal Palace
Hmm.
because he is right. Be careful what you wish for. Like, look at West Ham, right? You said you didn't want David Moyes. Like, you're in a relegation battle.
Hmm.
Look at Forest. You didn't want Nuno Espirito Santos because the owner is an asshole. You're in a relegation battle. You didn't want Ange Postecoglou Spurs. You're in a relegation battle. Grass isn't always greener on the other side.
That's true.
For one team, though, the grass definitely is a lot greener. Manchester United, last game of the week, the match week, they head to Merseyside to face Everton. If United win, they kind of take control of fourth place on 48 points, while Everton kind of look to climb to see if they can get a Conference League spot. Given that we have limited games to predict this week, this we are going to predict this game. Um, and because in Europe, I mean, the only game that we're going to be predicting is the Newcastle game. They dominated the first leg. I'm assuming all three of us are going to say Newcastle win.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Did we cover the Liverpool game?
No.
Did I bypass the Liverpool game? I did bypass the Liverpool game. Well, I don't want to talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. Like, I already know where that's coming from.
I don't want to talk about Liverpool. No, we did talk. No, we did talk about the Liverpool game because I said Forest dropped all 3 points.
Oh shit! But yeah, I guess.
I don't want to talk. Why do we need to talk about Liverpool? Fuck Liverpool.
That one, low key, Laurent, that one was done on purpose, eh? You just,
Yeah, no,
pat.
literally skimmed it. Like,
Thinking no one would notice.
I mean, I did talk about Liverpool. I said Forest dropped all 3 points. What more do you want me to say?
all right, well,
But
listen.
you know what? Now that you brought it up,
Mm-hmm.
the goal that they called out,
Mm.
that the clearance hit McAllister's elbow and went in, was a clear goal. But the goal that he scored was actually an offside.
In the extra time.
In the 98th minute, yes. If you go back and look, the first goal that he scored that got called out, he turned around and hit his elbow. He didn't make any motion. His back is literally facing the other way,
Mm-hmm.
and it hit his elbow and went in. They called it out for a handball. How on earth is that handball? I have no idea. But the
Yeah,
goal that he
that's not.
scored,
Mhm.
if you look, VAR looked at it and they said that I forgot who it was, but they said that he was onside, but he clearly was offside.
But so
Right.
I heard that too. But was he clearly outside? Like what? They didn't draw the lines or something? Like, I
They
mean,
drew
that
the
should be
lines, but
definitive, right? It should be
it
they
was a
have the.
Liverpool line. It was a from this angle he looks onside, from the other angle he looks offside. We're gonna go from the onside
This guy said
angle.
Liverpool line. Okay.
That's what it looked like. Go
Hmm.
look at it.
So
Watch the
what you're saying is it was rigged. It had a little bit of brown envelopes in it.
What I'm saying is Liverpool took 98 minutes to get something out of that game, and they lost Florian Wirtz. Looks like for a long time.
But I mean, doesn't it balance out? You know, you disallow a goal and then you just give him the goal.
Yes, but that first goal that he scored was at the 82nd minute, and if that was counted, then Forest would have had 8 minutes plus extra time to tie, and we know how wobbly Liverpool are, and they
I think it
probably
was the
could have dropped
89th
points.
though, the one that was disallowed. You're talking about the disallowed one, right? I think it was 89.
Even then, they would have had probably eight minutes of extra time to throw everything at it. Versus the last kick of the game. Well, there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, there's no way
For
CJ.
those who don't know,
That's
Mehrdad
so.
doesn't like Liverpool.
That's so. Like, yo, that right
No, no,
there.
no, no. Hold on. It's not that I don't like Liverpool. I don't like Arnie Slot. And the fan that we were talking to today, CJ, he even said it. He said Slot has improved himself. He won with Klopp's team. That's the shit that I've been saying for better part of the last year. And you two are saying, "Oh no, we got to give him credit." Blah blah blah. No, a Liverpool fan said that, not even me. So you know what? Fuck you two. Fuck Arnie Slot. I bitch. Fucking.
Wait, why do you hate him again?
I know. I was gonna ask the same. The
Well,
same
you're gonna say it's
question.
because he's bald. I'm gonna, and for me, it's he's not. He's just a terrible manager.
So the fuck? When is that ever, bro? Do you see me hating fucking Graham Potter? Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like he stole my lunch money. Like, bro, like why do you, why do you
you
hate him so
fucking
much?
hate Graham Potter. You hate him.
Not like you fucking. It's just he annoys me. Like every time Chelsea's brought up, and then you remember the bad days, right? Like, yeah, but bro, like, you know what I mean? I'm not willing to skip a segment because
I did
fucking
no,
Graham
but I didn't
Potter
skip a
is
segment
in
because
it.
if you
Like,
the
what?
thing is, hold on. The thing is, this is all recorded, and I did go through that game, so we can go back and look at the recording. I did talk about the Liverpool game. I just don't need to talk about it for an extended period.
Mm.
You know, they don't need they don't need that much airtime.
Oh man.
Anyways, Champions League, Newcastle, Qarabag 6-1 aggregate.
Yeah, that's done.
We're all saying Newcastle, right? Can I put us all down for Newcastle?
Yep.
Hmm.
Um, and then the other game that we're gonna predict: Everton versus Manchester United.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a Gonna be a tough one to predict, boys.
I'm gonna go draw.
You're gonna go for a draw.
Yeah.
So before you say that, before you lock it in, United, last 5 games, 4 wins, 1 draw. Everton, 2 wins, 2 draws, a loss. You're still sticking with a draw?
Hold on. Where was that loss? It was versus Bournemouth.
And they had a red card, Everton.
Yeah, I mean that red card did come after they're down 2-1 already. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with a draw actually.
Stick with the draw? You stole my result. I was gonna go with a draw as well.
That's funny, eh? How kind of you, Mehrdad. So Laurent, you're right. He's out here trying to give everyone assists lately. Look at that. Tried to make you change your prediction.
Tried to do some
Uh,
reverse psychology. It didn't work.
hmm. Yeah, this game has a boring draw written all over it. Boring Man United with their 40 games. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a draw as well. Surely we had a third game, man. What is that? So I guess there's no differences with these two games, huh?
Bro, what happened to we don't do that anymore?
Brother, how many times do we have to go over this week after week? 3 games. We've only predicted 2. What do you mean we don't do this anymore? It's always been 3 games.
Okay, I mean, if you wanna add a game, the game that I suggest we add, looking at the fixtures in Champions League, if we are adding another game, I would love to do Athletic Club Bruges. First leg 3-3, going back to the Metropolitano,
That's the
You guys want
only
to do that?
or if we really want to be spicy, Real Madrid Benfica,
No, no, I don't know if that's spicy. For me, that's Real Madrid. Easy. I don't
yeah,
know
I
if you guys
agree.
agree with
or
that.
Inter Porto Glimt. Inter need to score 2 to tie, 3 to win. Going back to Milan.
It's up to you guys, yo. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm the one that jumped the gun. If if you don't want to add the third game, if you
I mean,
do,
in the Club Rouge, you guys are going what for Atleti, eh?
the Club Brugge versus Atleti. Atleti's
Yeah,
home, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think everyone's just gonna go fucking say Atleti. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change my prediction then for the. Can I change it for the Everton Man U?
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Man U.
Okay. But so does that mean that we're not going to add a third game?
Yeah, I think we should be good then.
You guys want to? So you want to? Sorry, we're gonna keep the 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one question that I want to ask before we sign off. Out of the teams that are currently in the playoff, so for Chelsea, you either played Newcastle, Qarabag, PSG, or Monaco. Who's one team you don't want to face?
None. None.
Mm.
Okay, that was a quick answer. You do realize if you get PSG, you're fucked.
No.
Okay. I hope you drop PSG then.
Okay.
CJ, Atalanta, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Olympiacos.
Yeah, for me, and I think this is justified. For me, none as well. Bring on whoever out of that group.
Okay.
Wait,
So wait,
who?
hold
What
on.
were the options for you guys?
Pardon me?
What were the options for you guys?
Atalanta, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Olympiacos.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Sorry,
we'll. Oh, sorry.
no, you go, you go.
I was gonna say I think we beat any of those, but the team that I would not want to face if we could is Dortmund, just because of their atmosphere and the yellow wall. It's quite intimidating going there.
What was in Chelsea's group? PSG and who else?
PSG, Monaco, Newcastle, Qarabag.
So basically, what it looks like, it's either going to be Newcastle
It's probably
or
going to
PSG.
be Newcastle's probably going to face Barca because Barca is a higher seed.
But isn't it drawn like out of a random, like out of hat, or
Yeah, there
No,
would
no,
be a
no.
draw.
So
But
the no, it's the higher seed gets to face the lower seed. So
mm,
whoever makes it, because I'm looking at the bracket right now, whoever the higher seed is gets to face the lower seed that advances.
really? Is that actually that's how it is?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So for Arsenal, it depends on who goes through. Like if Dortmund actually does go through, we'd probably face Dortmund because I don't think
Because
Olympiacos
they
is gonna
finished
be.
they finished lower
Yeah,
than
Atalanta.
who? Than Atalanta. Yeah, you're right. All out of all four of those, probably on paper, Dortmund is the trickiest. But
and PSG is the higher seed than Newcastle.
PSG is the higher. They're sitting in 11th, correct?
Mm.
So it'd probably be PSG, Chelsea, Newcastle, Barcelona.
Barca finished higher than Chelsea.
Yes,
Oh, so we would only face Newcastle if Monaco were to advance, and
correct,
mm,
correct.
Hmm. Hmm. You. Hmm.
huh?
Nah, I was gonna say something, but I backtracked because I mean I know you're confident against anybody that you play, but PSG, yeah. Now that you say that, because of your level of confidence, I hope it's at PSG that you guys draw. Because that PSG team, man, like over two legs.
And after what happened in the FIFA Club World Cup, I think they're gonna come for blood.
I mean, listen, okay, bro. We'll deliver that Uber Eat Express straight to him.
Nah, man.
I just don't think you take them seriously, Laurent.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Your level of confidence is like you guys are Real Madrid, bro. You guys just fucking drop points against Burnley
Burnley.
and Leeds back to back. Like, I don't know where your
No,
level of confidence comes from, honestly.
because when we won these right, these two European titles, bro, we played the best teams. Chelsea, like we play that we'll play any team, right? That's what you guys are not like factoring in, right?
What, in
Even
the
when
one-off game? In the
no, even in I swear it wasn't no, I think even I think Real Madrid ended up edging us out. But either way, it's like no matter how big the team, like Chelsea shows up in these competitions. So it's
Yeah, but
bro, it's not it's
you're talking about the Chelsea teams that had Drogba and Lampard and
no
that.
no
Like,
I'm even
this
talking
team has
about
fucking Liam Delap and like, fucking
bro.
Andre Santos and what's his name? Fucking Garnacho. Not quite the same.
It's the mind you, right? Mind you, even when Tuchel was managing yeah, I believe it was when Tuchel was managing the team. Um, that Champions League run that we had, right? We faced some good opposition, right? Some of the names there too, right, weren't the best, but there's a certain level that Chelsea players are expected to perform at during these competitions. So, no, Chelsea, it's like we play
So,
anybody.
so will you confidently say that over two legs, and if it's Chelsea PSG, you're gonna predict Chelsea to win?
Yeah, I would give us the edge. More
But
so
your
also,
prediction for the prediction series would be Chelsea to win both legs?
I'd probably give the away one 1-1, but then the home one I would say we edge up.
Okay.
Yeah,
So draw Chelsea.
yeah. And then again, I do think also one factor that I'm factoring in is the fact that Liam has faced this team already, right, in their league, via obviously a different team that he was managing, and he
Probably
played them well.
lost.
He played them well. He played them quite well, right? And it's the one thing too is it's actually very good to see a manager perform against that caliber of team with a lesser team. Do you see what I'm saying? And to give a good performance, right? And I also right that was the clip I sent you guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch it when I sent it then, but that was also when I got to see also his setup, right? With the way um, he tried to play, right? And if you notice that keeper in that game, right? Watch it if you have the time, right? But he was
Oh,
playing quite high, like center back type high, right? And it was good to see, and they played well against a PSG team that against under Luis Enrique is quite well drilled, right?
so first game when Liam was in charge, ended 3-3. Barcola scored in the 6th minute. Joaquin Pancelli scored in the 26th minute. Diego Moreira scored in the 41st minute. And then Pancelli scored in the 49th minute. And then Gonzalo Ramos scored in the 58th minute via penalty. And then Seni Mayulu scored in the 79th minute to draw. Stats: PSG had more possession, more passes, more pass accuracy, more shots on target, more shots. Hmm, interesting. Well, you know what, CJ, it's
Mm,
your turn.
yes. It's that time. It is that time. We've concluded another one. Episode which one?
85.
85. So can't wait. We're quite a while away from this one, but looking forward to the big milestone when we hit episode 100. That's going to be nice. Appreciate you boys, man, and the level of consistency that we've shown. Similar to the Arsenal, similar to Chelsea, just to make everybody happy on this podcast. Um, you know, we're here week in, week out for the viewers, for the audience, for ourselves. Because again, let's be honest, we like to do this. We're football fans like the rest of you, but we just come on here and we chat football. We have a little bit of fun, a little bit of banter, a little bit of knowledge and entertainment and info as well. So yeah, continue to stick with us because we'll be pushing out the content. Um, as the business end of the season is, well, not upon us, it's here. The business end of the season, I would say. It is March at the end of next week. This time next week, it'll be March, and things really get even spicier. So, yeah, man, we'll be continuing to push out the content as the season rolls on into its conclusion, and looking forward to it with you lads. And yeah, let's roll on. And it's going to be another, sort of spicy week. As you can tell, you can already tell Arsenal and Chelsea are playing each other this coming week with the way the banter has gone up in this episode.
Hmm.
We have one more episode prior to that game where you guys will definitely be, I would suggest stay locked into it. That's all I have to say. Um, and yeah, onwards and upwards for us and for our clubs. Continue to like and share and subscribe. Um, and we will be there. We'll be there delivering what we like to deliver for you guys. So until then, as Laurent says, adios.
Yes, sir. And here is to a Premier League title for the Arsenal this season. Well wishes, and maybe an interesting finale. So
Let's end as well on top of that with a certain celebration. I don't think this week it's this one, right? It's the other one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey,